Hey guys, in this video we are going to be talking about a few different ways to crochet, so let's just hop right into it. I've started out with a base here of a chain 10 and then 10 single crochets. So I'm going to go on to a double crochet row just to demonstrate what we're doing. And the first thing that we are going to be doing is crocheting into the front loop only. So what I mean by that is we're going to look at the top of our stitches like we would if we were counting them, just like this. So this is the first one that we would skip here because the chain 2 counts as that first stitch, and this next stitch is the one we're going to be working into. So these 2 stitches here, or these 2 loops, count as the stitch. So when we say that we're going to crochet into the front loop only, instead of going through both loops of the stitch like that, we are only going to go through the front loop of the stitch. So you only have one loop instead of both of them. So we're just going to double crochet right into the front loop only of the stitch. And again, just right into the front loop, just like that only. And go ahead and keep doing that. You can practice it until the end of the row if you'd like. And when you get to the very end of that row, it is still loops for the whole stitch, so you're just going to want to get the front loop of the stitch only. And that is it. So it now creates this nice little line right here on the other side. So now we are going to go up to the next row, and on this row we are going to do a back loop only. So again, we're going to skip this first stitch and go into this one, and instead of going into the front loop of the stitch, we're going to go into the back loop, just like that. Skip right over this one, go right into the back one, just like that. So again, just go right into the back loop only of the next stitch. Only the back loop. So again, go ahead and practice that all the way until the end of the row. And at the end of this row, we only have the 2 chain from the beginning of the row, so you're still just going to double crochet into that chain as you normally would. And again, it creates that nice little line right there for you across. So that is the front loop only and the back loop only stitch. Now we are going to half double crochet. So to half double crochet, we are still going to chain 2 to go up to the next row because this does still count as our first stitch. Then turn over your work, yarn over like you would for a regular double crochet, go into the stitch and pull up a loop so that you again have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and just go through all 3 loops at the same time, and that is a half double crochet. So again, you're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, and go through all 3 loops on that hook. One more time, you're going to yarn over, go into the stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull it through all 3 loops on the hook. So do that all the way until the end of the row, and I will show you one last thing for this video. Okay, when you get to the end of the row, you again are just going to chain 2 to go up to the next row, turn over your work. So when you half double crochet, there is a 3rd loop that you can crochet into, which is right here in the front of the row, just like that. You can kind of see it already, this line here. That is the 3rd stitch row, so you can just go right into that. So to demonstrate, you yarn over, we're going to keep half double crocheting, skip this first one because that is what this counts for, go right into this next one right under the front one. Usually you would be going into the stitch like this. We're just going to go right under this front loop like this. Yarn over and keep half double crocheting. So again, you're going to yarn over, go into the front loop, the third loop right there, yarn over and pull through all 3. One more time, we're going to yarn over and go through this front loop right here and half double crochet. So do that all the way until the end of the row. When you get to the end of the row, it is a little confusing here, but you do want to make sure to get this one right here. You're yarning over and just going through this loop right here in the front. Might have to wiggle it a little bit, just like that. And do your stitch, and then half double crochet into the top chain of the beginning 2 from the last round. And that is it. So now when you turn it over, you will see this nice little line here, and now it looks like we have a chain right on top of our work. Makes a little bit more of a ridge than just crocheting into the front or the back loop only. So that is it for this video. That is all I have to share right now. I hope that that helps you guys out and that you go on to create many things. If you do, like always, tag me in them. I would love to see it. And until next time, guys, I'll see ya.